welcome back guys to the Minecraft Military Force, and this is Arsenal update number 10. And by the way, thanks to all of you guys on Patreon. Actually, I reached 95 supporters today, and thanks to each and every one of you who supports the channel, because even if you get the lowest tier, $5, that is more than what YouTube pays me for each of these Arsenal update videos. And then you can have access to download maps like this, which is the Arsenal world, which I do have a download on Bedrock and Java. But yeah, let's get started. So the main thing that's new in this update is Antonov and 225 Maria, which I already made a tutorial and showcase video of, so I don't think this needs much more explanation, but look, there's already a guy over there looking at it. But yeah, if you guys just want to download it and not have to follow like a 4-part video series, you could just download the Arsenal world and take a look at it for yourself. And right over here, this is the MiG-25 Foxbat. It's a Soviet interceptor aircraft. And this is what led to the development of the US's F-15. So they were actually spooked by this aircraft. And it's actually fairly big with these large ass engines here in the back. Now, you may remember I already did do the MiG-31, which is the Fox sound. I guess its successor, which is still used. And I have that all the way over here. You might think, oh wait, that's similar. That's just the same thing? Well, no, it's not. It's actually different. If you look closely down here, they actually have different landing gears. So it's actually 4 wheels here in the back instead of 2 big ones. And also in the back, the afterburners, the engines are actually smaller. So if you compare that to this one where it's much bigger, and you know, this is actually a cooler design because it actually meets up in the middle, so it's actually accurate. And you see these wheels, they're big compared to the other one. And yeah, pretty nice aircraft, and I actually have 2 versions here. So this one's the empty loadout, and the one in the back, we actually put some R-40 missiles right over here. They're actually pretty huge. Now if we go into the back section, we do have a new aircraft. This is the IL-78, the Midas, and specifically it's the M version of it. It's number 36, used by the Russian Air Force, and it's actually an aerial refueling tanker. Here's how it looks like. It does have 36 on the tail as well. And you can see down here, this is where the fuel comes out to refuel the aircraft, which I have back over here. This is in flying mode. And we do have some aerial refueling hoses coming out like that, and the nozzle at the end, both sides. Another new vehicle, if we go to the engineer section, we have the BMR-3M. And this is used by the Russian army for mine clearing. So this one has a mine roller. And it says it's the TMTS roller. So this one's wide, and we have a lot of antennas on the top and the Z markings. Machine gun here in the middle. And then in the back we have another mine roller. This one is the KMT7 roller. So it's slightly different. You know, this one has lots of wheels across like a tractor, while this one only has like 2 for in front of the treads. So yeah, it's another variation that you can use. And right over here we have the Typhoon MCR missile launcher used by the United States Army, and it's actually fairly new. It can launch Tomahawks and SM-6 missiles, so here are them firing out. I already did do a tutorial on this. And then here's like the command truck version with the trailer, and they're using HEMTs. Look at that. And in the front section we have the Chunma-2 and the Tianma-2. So these are actually North Korean main battle tanks. I already did do a tutorial on them already, but yeah, they are now into the Arsenal world. And then back over here we have the Japanese Self-Defense Force, the Type 12 anti-ship missile, and here's it in transport mode. I already did do a tutorial on it, so you guys check it out if you want to actually build it. And then here is with it firing mode, what it looks like. So yeah, it's pretty nice to add something, you know, Japanese to the Arsenal. Only possible via emissions though. And a little minor update. It's not really a new build, but I just transferred into this world from the other one since, you know, it's kind of military. So if you guys watch anime, this is actually from Code Geass, a nightmare frame. I think it's like, yeah, the Sutherland, just purple. I actually had this for a long time in the other world, but that was the civilian world, so I just transferred to the military one, and then they had some kind of fictional, it looks like an AMX, to be honest. When I'm adding all these builds, I'm actually running out of space. I have to move stuff every time. So I had to move the rail stuff into this section. Just sci-fi with the ATTE there. So yeah, if you're looking for the real stuff, it's going to be on this side, and I'll probably expand this in the future if I continue this series. I also made another variation of the Illusion IL-76, where I opened up the back compartment, because I'm making an animation for this where the VDV troops gotta load up into this. So yeah, I just opened up the back. So I did add it to the arsenal. And this is extremely minor, but I did make, Putin's office. When he declares the special military operation, he sits in this chair. And yeah, this is also going to be an animation that I'm planning to make. Alright, and now an update on USS Theodore Roosevelt CVN-71. As you can see, one major thing that I did change is add in like the red in between the white stripes. I saw some photos recently, they actually are red, even though they look faded from far away. It does bring more to life to it, and I still need to work on these back arrested wires, and I'm going to figure out the angle still. That still needs to be worked on, but yeah. In the back section, I actually made a lot of progress in this area, making it all accurate and filling up all these details right over here, and especially like this part, a little walkway on the side as well. And I did shift it. Before I had this all leveled into one, but it's actually raises up a little bit here, so I did change that up. And did add in some detail in here and all these little compartments on the side. And here's how this back section looks like right now. And then here's how it looks like on this side. Especially on this part, I did add in a bunch of like scaffolding underneath here and all these things that connect. Alright, and then further along, here's the progress. We have the antenna sticking out. And all of this detail over here. And this part I did add in all this. And actually this part actually has a bit of an interior. Like you can actually walk through the bulkheads. So there's a bunch of bulkheads here. And look out the window. Yeah, it's gonna be an epic ship. We've done a lot of progress in this. And I also like finished up. Like before I had this in lime color, now it's all clay. So here's that part that sticks out with the rolling airframe or something like that. That missile. Still need to add in more details here in the walkway. I have this part that juts out. And then I did add in these portholes on the sides where they have like, lines coming out. And here's how it looks like on this side, all this detail. And I need to add in these like stairwells that are going to be on the sides of this angle. And yeah, here's how it looks like. Oh yeah, another big thing I changed is like I made the whole of the Nimitz hangar bay door, so it's kind of angled here at the top. Because if you actually look at a real picture, it does angle because the hole is not perfectly straight up and down. So that is a little detail I've added. Here is a look at the other hangars, I guess. Oh yeah, and I did add in detail here. I'm going to turn off my shaders so you guys can see much more clearly the inside. Yeah, I just added a bunch of detail here. Oh yeah, I do need to fill that in. Boop, boop. So yeah, lots of progress. And then here on the inside, I did make this part smaller, and I am actually, oh yeah, I did add in this whole section here. I was just watching this YouTube video, and this guy has a whole tour of it. So this is what I gleaned off that video of it. It's not exactly 100% done. It's just kind of like I just did it for fun, I might not actually put this in the actual tutorial. I might just close up the door. I don't know, because I wasn't paid for that. But yeah, here is the rest of the hangar so far. And I did have to move like this door one block back just to make this whole area fit. So that's one thing, connecting all the pieces together, the puzzles, you gotta move things around to make them fit better. And yeah, lots of detail here. Still gotta work on this. And then these are pretty cool, like they hang like these tanks here at the top. And these racks. Random ass circle and all these details. I still need to figure out this section a little bit, the dimensions, or maybe it doesn't matter, I'm not sure. But and another thing that I'm gonna do in the actual Nimitz is that I'm gonna arrange the lamps so that they're accurate in real life, because they're not all the time straight like this, all even. Sometimes they rotate to the side like this, so I'm gonna actually include that in the actual tutorial. But But yeah, that's pretty much it for Arsenal update number 10. Thanks again to the Patreon supporters, you really help this channel. And if you guys do want to become a Patreon and download these worlds, I'll leave a link in the description. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Народные республики Донбасса обратились к России с просьбой о помощи. Мною принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции.